The Magic Podcast. Hosted by Lloyd Barnes and Craig Petty. Your all-access, behind-the-scenes insight into the current happenings of the magic industry. Where Craig and Lloyd will thrust themselves deep inside your ears every Wednesday to rant, dissect, and give you their raw and unfiltered views on the art of magic. So, lock your door, take out your deck, and brace yourself for the Magic Podcast.
Welcome to the motherfucking Magic Podcast live right here, burrowed into your fucking earlobes so that it all seeps out down your chin. My name's Craig Petty.
My name's Lloyd Barnes.
And this sounds like...
I have a head like a testicle. Testicle. Do you know what? There's still, people are not learning. Every video, right? No matter every podcast, we get thousands of views and listens or whatever. Or I'd say thousands. We get like 2 to 6 on average.
No, that's views. We get a shit ton on podcast as well.
Oh yeah, but there's always one comment at least that's like, oh, you guys with the F-bombs, you're trying too hard, you're putting it on, you're just swearing to be cool. It's like, and these people clearly don't fucking know anything. It's because they've seen us on YouTube so much, and we're on our we do our telephone voices on YouTube. You know, we do our trailers and things.
Welcome to Magic TV. My name's Craig, and I'm going to be talking to you about double lifts. Yeah.
Oh, but also, it's like I think it's a little bit of a twat radar. You know, like you shouldn't be listening to this podcast if you don't understand that in British culture, the average man, depending on where you're from, but if you come from council estates like we do, this is our dialect. It's in terms of endearment. It's the way we speak when we are relaxed and being open and honest. And you shouldn't be listening to this podcast if you are acting like a little baby cunt.
And I don't know about you, but I think one of the reasons that people like this podcast is because I actually forget I'm doing a podcast. I get to a point where it's just you and me chatting about shit, and I forget that anybody else listens to it. And sometimes when I think back and I think, actually, no, there's going to be the Andy Gladwins of the world. There's going to be the fucking David Regals of the world.
It makes me feel ill that really, really good people that I actually really respect listen to this podcast and hear what I talk like to my wife.
You know what? We know Andy Gladwin listens to this shit. I wonder if Josh does. I can't imagine. I imagine Josh is in a room, and Josh walks into a room and Andy's in there and he's listening to that. And Josh walks in and goes, "You're not fucking listening to those cretins again, are you? Just switch it off. It's going to melt your brain. It's going to rot your brain. You're going to get dumber listening to Craig and Lloyd, Andy." That's what happens. I guarantee you. I think
it's the other way around. I think Josh secretly listens to this and he's like, "Hey, what are you listening to, man?" He's like, I can't tell you. It's my secret source." And then he fucking stole it. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Yeah, it's the best podcast in the world. Sorry.
Funny. Talking about podcasts, I listened to a new podcast yesterday. There's a new podcast. Do you know? I have to give them a shout out because they were very, very good. I'm just gonna find it. It's. Oh, hang on. I'm going into my history on YouTube so I can find this because this was really good.
I'd rather you read out your history on Safari.
Nobody wants to know what that shit is. No motherfucker wants to know about that. Right, no.
Man brutally gets fucked.
Here it is.
Just watching all my reviews. People are reviewing products.
Have you heard of the Slightly Twisted podcast?
You're the second person that has mentioned this to me and how good the new podcast is.
It's great. So it's two magic shops that it's two magic shops, two relatively new magic shops. They're kind of one man band magic shops. And they're talking about shit that you wouldn't normally expect to hear in a podcast because they're talking about it from a point of view of a magic shop owner. They're they're talking about stuff like, "Hey, I bought this in and it was a mistake for me to buy this in because they're sitting on the shelves, and well, I bought this in and I thought this was really good." And it was really fascinating. I really enjoyed it. And they're not like big magic shops. It's not like Alakazam and Vanishing Ink sitting down and chatting to each other. It says here, from behind the counter stories, industry debates, the candid takes on social media, brick and mortar retail, and the future of magic, we pull back the curtain on what it means to run a magic shop today.
That's amazing.
And it's Twisted Minds Magic Shop, which I've bought some stuff from in the past, and they're really good. Really, really good, and they've got some great double blank stuff going on there, and double blank Mirage deck and stuff, and their fire stuff's really good. And also the Slight.co.uk, so 2 UK magic shops, and it's like you and me. They're just having a chat about how business is in their shop.
I was going to mention about the Slight Co. Alan from the Slight Co. is a boss, and I really like him. And he sent me. He asked, could he send me some merch to rep it, and I got it this morning. I literally received it on my doorstep, in between me and you messaging about when to start this, and I briefly opened it up, and I was like, I could see there was a letter on top of it, and something yellow underneath, and it had the Slight Co logo under it. So I haven't even unboxed what's in it yet, because my plan is to unbox it on video. So I've left it on the house. I could unbox it on the podcast. If
you can do it, it's totally up to you. You can do your own video.
Box.
I didn't get a box. What the fuck? Why did I not get a box? Let's
be real, Craig. You wearing merch would be like trying to polish a turd.
That's very true.
Shit. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I know I'm an ugly fucker, but I've got something about me. Whereas you are like somebody's wrapped. So it's like someone's dipped a hot dog sausage in water. It's you know those like little water snake toys you could get, and they slip through your hands. It's like somebody's put one of those. It's like someone's got a loaf of bread, filled it with a jug of water, tied the knot back up in the plastic wrap, and then plopped a testicle on top of it. Do you know what I mean? Like it would actually, I think it would do like brand damage to the Slight Co. if you tried to wrap some of their split hats or t-shirts. Do you know what I mean? Not that I'm gonna do much better, but you know, come on.
I can't even argue with that. You're not even fucking wrong. So what's the point in arguing? Oh, dude, I could have put the merch on wrong. You know, that would have been better. But no, in all seriousness, yeah, I listened to the whole thing. I planned on just listening to a couple of minutes of it, but I got really into it. I listened to the whole thing, and it was a really good listen. Really, really good listen. So
I'm going to listen to it after this when I'm doing mine.
You know, sit there making your elephants.
Oh, I did another. I posted. Yeah. In other news,
an elephant update. I want an elephant update. Go on.
Elephant update. Because if you watch on YouTube, you can see on screen. Here's me taking. This is about half an hour ago. Taking in a couple of 100 elephants in Royal Mail post bags to the fucking post office. Oh, my life is shit. My life is.
Did you know that you would go from Mirth is Magic to Elephant Production Line?
To Postman Cunt. Yeah, no, it's literally.
Have you dented the backlog? Like, are you through?
I think we're officially, after posting today, I think we're officially halfway through the pre-orders.
Wow.
So yeah, and do you know what? Thanks to everyone. On Friday, so that was 4 days ago or whatever, 5 days ago, 4 days ago, I posted the video of me shipping out the first batch. The first batch of pre-orders coming out, because I've explained, you know, that the orders are handmade and take 45 minutes each. We've kind of got that down a little bit now, but not much. And that they were beginning to ship early February, and I was a bit worried that some people might be like expecting that, you know, they could order a month after the pre-order's been open and then get theirs on February the 1st. But people have been really understanding, like really, really cool about it actually, and be like, oh, amazing, glad, like, well done for hitting the deadline, and that, like, they're just happy they got their order in. So yeah, I thought, I don't know, I haven't had anyone complaining. Yeah, and we are like this yeah, I'm on target. Like I said, the next batch will be going out earlier this week. Done it today, so try and get the next half out now this week, hopefully.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's great. So what else have you had going on this week?
What about you? What have you had going on?
Well, I've been busy, as you know, dealing with a load of stuff that's a little bit stressful. But I think there's something that we need to talk about that I think is very, very important to talk about. Have you heard about what's going on with this whole Ryan Chard, Alex Lodge situation?
No.
You've not heard
I know
about
Ryan Chard. I'm sure he's from Ryan Chard. I was thinking of Daniel Chard. Ryan Chard
introduced Ryan Chard when I went and lectured at Cardiff.
Yeah.
So imagine you know him a little bit. He's
he's from. I was going to say because there's Daniel Chard. I know Ryan. He's from my neck of the woods.
Yeah.
You know all about getting bacon baps in my hometown because I know a really good bacon bap place.
Yes. Oh, that's a point. I actually spoke to him the other day, and he said he's still waiting for you to say on the podcast where this place where he can get his bacon baps from is.
It is the Piccolo Bar. It's on the seafront. It's a little. They call it the bar, but it's a coffee shop. There's no booze there. Piccolo Bar. It's opposite the. It's on the seafront. It's opposite the Marine Pub, and they do the best bacon rolls on earth. On planet. So what's this situation between him and Alex?
Okay, this is something that's worth talking about. I think this is a really important thing to talk about in the community, and I'd love to get your take on it as well. So Ryan Chard posted a couple of days ago on Facebook in Magicians Only, and I'm going to read you his original post. He said, "Hi, looking for some advice. I covered a gig in December for a magician who had double booked himself. The agreement is he would invoice the booker, and I would invoice him for my fee once they paid him, which I did. Since then, I've sent the invoice reminder multiple times. My last response was to a text on the 1st of January saying he was still chasing the bookers for payment. Since then, he's blocked my number, phone calls won't go through, text replied to, WhatsApp now just giving off one tick and no replies to anything. I called off a different number and he answered saying he'd chase, but I've again not heard anything since then, which was the 14th of January. I don't want to name and shame, as I'm hoping it's an innocent error somehow, but I can't see how. It's one of the first times I've covered a gig for a magician. I didn't know, so not a great experience. Any advice welcome." And he got a lot of advice on Facebook. People telling him to name and shame, people telling him to go to small claims court, people telling him to go to the original agent, and so on and so forth. He then put on my Q&A a question. What should I do? And he basically said the same question. So I rang him. I was like, right, what's the situation? And he told me the situation. He told me the guy's name. And he said to me that the guy in question, who we'll get to in a minute, told him that not to tell the venue who he was when he turned up. So the guy who got him to cover his gig said, "Oh, when you get there, don't say your name. Just say you're the magician from XYZ company. And that you're there to do the magic, and then let me know how it goes afterwards." And so I said, okay, I've been in this game long enough to know that he didn't tell the agent that he wasn't attending and that he's sending you instead. And knowing who the person is, I have actually seen him do that before to a couple of different companies, including my own. So I know that this is probably the case. And I said, look, I will look into it and I'll try and help you. And I'm going to make a phone call the next day, but I'll try and help you. And then he put on, later on in Magicians Only, he put on another post. Further to my post yesterday about not being paid for a gig I covered, this morning I received a message from the person in question saying, "Hi, Ryan, I will not be paying your invoice. It was through an agent. Please stop harassing me," and then blocked me again. As many of you have asked and suggested so that others can avoid, I'm going to name the magician. It's Alex Lodge. The agreement we made on the phone was that I would cover his gig. We agreed a fee and that I would invoice him. He would invoice the booker and I would get paid when he did. There was even a message after the gig where I asked where to send the invoice and confirmation of that. I've since been told that this isn't unusual for Alex. He's had a magician feel the need to turn up at his house at 5 a.m. to demand to be paid what he was owed. He's also had a history with a very reputable magician's company for not turning up to gigs that he was being paid for and lying to them, saying he was there. That's my company, by the way, is talking about there, which he did to me. So here's fair warning to all in the UK. Do not take gigs off him unless you're happy not to get paid or have the goalposts moved afterwards. So he then puts in there all of the text between Alex Lodge and himself. So first of all, Alex is thanking him to do the gig. It's all very nice. It's all very friendly. Ryan sends a picture of him at the gig over saying, wrapped up. Everybody loved it. Alex is coming back saying, amazing, well done. And Ryan then says, thanks for the opportunity. Hope your gig goes well. Now, this is on the 6th of December when the gig is. Then on the 9th of December, he said, hey, Alex, where shall I send the invoice to? What's your email address? Alex gives his email address and says, it will get paid when I get paid, mate. Then on the 1st of January, so 3 weeks later, he says, hey, Alex, Happy New Year. Any updates on the payment for the 6th? And then Alex comes back to him and says, Happy New Year. I've chased it and I'm still waiting to hear back from them. Sorry for any inconvenience. Thanks, Alex. And at that point, then he can't get through to anymore. He's saying, hey, Alex, it's been over a month now. Hi, Alex, following up again. No answer. So it's fairly obvious what's gone on here. And then he just sends the message today saying, hi, Ryan, I'll not be paying your invoice that was sent through an agent. Please stop harassing me. So that's where he got to, and he couldn't get anywhere with this. And so he asked me if there was anything I can do. So I've got a relationship with Alex, not a good relationship. And I said, hey, Alex, I'm sure you know about the Ryan Chard situation. I'd love to talk to you about it because I'm thinking of speaking about this. And this is something that we definitely should talk about in the community. I don't want to if it's all been sorted. He's like, don't make a video. I'm like, well, look, I don't want to make a video, but at the moment Ryan's owed money and you haven't paid him. He's like, no, Ryan needs to contact the agent. And I was arguing back and forth with him. And I said, but Alex, you messaged him telling him that he needed to invoice you. You gave him your email address. You told him to invoice you. And yet that's not happening because now you're saying that you've not been paid from the agent. He's like, well, this agent's really difficult to get money off. They've got this 30-day payment terms. And I'm like, Alex, it's after the 6th of February now. That's 90. That's six. Sorry, 30, he said 30 days. I'm like, that's 60 days. You should have been paid by now. And if you're not being paid after 60 days, you need to be contacting Ryan and letting him know because the arrangement was between you and Ryan. I said, also, let's be honest with ourselves. You never even you didn't even tell the agent. I did. So they were aware that it was not going to be you and it was going to be Ryan. Yeah, they knew. Then why did you tell him not to say what his name was? Oh, yeah, I just wanted him to get on with the performance. I said, Alex, you're lying. Don't make a video. I'm okay. I won't make a video. I want you to contact Ryan and just tell him that you're going to sort it and then get it sorted and I won't make a video. So then 5 minutes later, Alex Lodge texts me back saying, it's all sorted, Craig. I've spoken to Ryan. He's very happy with how I've spoken to him. At the same time, Ryan Chard sends me a video of a recording of the conversation he's had with Alex, where Alex is basically screaming and shouting down the phone, calling him a cunt, telling him he's never going to pay him, telling him that he's damaging his reputation, this sort of stuff. So then I go back to Alex and I'm like, Alex, what is going on? You've told me it's fine, and I've just heard this voicemail. And then he blows up. He's like, oh, come on then, Craig. Come at me. I'll have you. I'm like, Alex? He's like, I'll see you at Blackpool. I'm like, Alex, is this really what you want to do? Because the last time you and I were in a room together was when you were returning the equipment to my office and asking a member of my staff to not have me in the same room as you because you were scared that I was there with you. I'm like, is this really the route that you want to go down? Because if you want to do that, that's fine. Fuck it. Don't wait. Let's not wait until Blackpool, mate. I've got your address. I know where you live. I'll drive down now. And he's like, he then hung up on me and then he apologized, then texted me and said, look, I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have spoken to you like that. I'm going to pay Alex. I'm like, okay, tell me the truth.
Hey, Ryan.
Stop lying. Have you got the money? No, I have not been paid. Okay. So I want you to find out where that money is and pay him. In the meantime, I then contacted the entertainment agency in question. And I spoke to the MD of the entertainment. Why I got dragged into this, I fucking don't know. I contacted the entertainment.
You like helping people. You do.
I really do. I love helping people. And Ryan didn't know what to do. So I contacted the entertainment agency. And I spoke to the lady there that runs it. And she said, and she sent me an email back to prove this. I've got proof. She paid Alex on the 6th of January. 30 days to the day of the gig. She paid him. And she emailed him saying, hey, here's my payment. Here's your payment. Thanks very much. And Alex replied back saying, yeah, thanks very much. I really appreciate it. I've got the payment. Also, she was not made aware that she was not made aware that he wasn't going to be at the gig. He didn't tell her that it wasn't going to be him, like I thought that was the case. She thought it was Alex, which causes problems from a insurance point of view, from a public liability insurance point of view. There's a bunch of reasons why that is a really bad thing to have happen. But he so he didn't tell her that it was going to be somebody else. He double booked himself and he just lied through his teeth. He had payment, and then when Ryan contacted him saying, "Hey, where's this money?" He'd already got the money, and he was telling Ryan he hadn't got it, and then blocked him. That's the case. And also on top of that, the agent was paying Alex 350 quid to do this gig, and he gave Ryan 200 quid. He said to Ryan, the fee is 200 quid. Now, look, it's fine if you want to take a commission, but one, you should let people know that the commission is there up front. And two, realistically, as far as I'm concerned, I take commission on gigs that I give to people. But that commission covers the fact that I'm an agent. So it covers the fact that we've worked hard to go and spend a fortune on advertising to get that inquiry in. My admin team have processed that. I've dealt with that inquiry all the way through to the end of through to the point where that person goes and does the gig. I'm using my company public liability insurance. There's a million different things that fee is for. But he never even told Ryan about this, and just took a commission. I then contacted him I then told Ryan, I contacted Ryan, I said, I've talked to the entertainment agency, they're going to send you an email, this is what they said. Alex then said to him, because Alex then messaged him and said, I will pay you if you take the post down on Magicians Only. And Ryan went back to him and said, no, Alex, I had to put the post up because of how you've dealt with this. And I've got a message here from I've got a message here. I need to read you this. So he said, if you remove the post now, you'll get paid. Otherwise, you're just harassing me. And Ryan said, Alex, you're paid 350 quid for the gig. You've basically committed fraud. You've taken that money. It's not your money. I did the gig. You didn't tell the agent. And Alex says, Ryan, if you do not remove your posts, I will not pay you. And Ryan says, that's okay. I'll be reporting you for fraud. You were paid 350 quid in early January. So you're going to have to explain why you've ghosted me and duped me. This is the situation that we're in right now. I've tried to contact Alex since then, and there's no answer at all. He's threatened Ryan, physically threatened him at Blackpool. He's threatened me at Blackpool. And the one last thing that's worth noting about this, two things. One, Ryan's told me that he hasn't heard from Alex since lunchtime. Ryan did message Alex in the afternoon to say that if you paid him the full fee, apologized and explained why he did this, that he'd remove the posts, but there's no reply. And there's one more thing that's worth noting, is that Russ Stevens, who obviously runs the Blackpool Magic Convention along with the rest of the Blackpool Magicians Club, and Russ Brown and so on and so forth, has contacted Ryan and told Ryan, just letting you know, that Alex Lodge is having his registration refunded and told that he won't be welcome at the Blackpool Magicians Club. Because obviously Russ has seen what's going on here and he stepped in because of the threats of physical violence. But this is like, look, I don't want to try and get too into this, because I gave Alex a position in my company as an entertainer when he was on his arse, and he screwed me over 7 or 8 times and lied through his teeth. I'm not going to get into it. I don't want to make it about me. This is not about me. But, this is a guy that a year ago, he was posting videos and pictures of Harry Merlin Piper, Izzy Simpson, Ryland, and he was posting them with the Jim will Fix It backing track on the background as those pictures were being played. Like, this is the guy that we're talking about here. Like, what's your thoughts? I'm sorry I've talked for a while, but you didn't know the situation. It's important.
No, it's good. I've been editing, so I needed to have the time. Honestly, and this is such a get out for so many people these days. And I don't want to offend anyone by this. It sounds like mental illness. This is not normal at all. This behavior is not normal. and I don't mean that as in like people who are mentally ill act like this, but this is bizarre behavior as far as I'm concerned, and it doesn't make sense. It's like criminal behavior. Well, yeah, I don't know. I very much I always try and give as many people as possible the benefit of the doubt. Kaylee hates it because if someone took heroin in front of me and said I didn't take heroin, I instantly believe them. I'm really gullible, so I always try and see the good in people or try and find a way to rationalize this type of behavior. But listening to what you've said about, and like, I'm not trying to make an enemy out of anyone here, but like you giving him calling him and saying, look, just sort it out with Ryan, and then him texting you back however long later saying, yep, it's all sorted. He's happy with the situation. And then you hearing the conversation where he's like, I'm going to fuck you up at Blackpool and it's not sorted at all. That's just absolute. That's like a psychopath.
Yeah.
That's psychopathic behavior. So yeah, this is not a pretty situation. And how much you say it was over? How much was the gig?
350 quid.
And how much was Ryan supposed to get paid?
200.
So this is not chump. £200 is not chump change in the grand scheme of things, though. For Alex, if he had, I don't know him. If he has a career or if he has a reputation, if he had a good reputation up at this point, I don't know him. But to throw it all away, this has happened on a forum. You said like this is going on Facebook or something.
Magicians Only, Magicians Only.
Yeah.
It had hundreds of comments.
So to throw it all away over 200 quid, maybe he's going like. I'm trying not to be horrible, but like maybe he's going through something. The only times in my life that I can recall people acting so deranged and so unhinged is when they have been in the grips of having an episode or addiction issues.
Well,
addiction issues is often a really big one. I have a lot of friends. I come, I have a lot of friends who go through addiction issues, and they often do the most irrational shit because they are gambling or they are drinking or they're taking drugs.
If that's the case, then it's been going on a long time, because in 2023, he worked for my company for a while. Like I said, I gave him a shot. I did a Talk Magic interview with him, and then he was like, I need more work. So I was like, right, come into Non-Stop Kids. I'll give you all of the equipment that you need to run everything. We'll supply you with so many gigs, you won't know what to do with them. And the first couple were fine, but then we had a phone call from a client for a gig he was meant to be going to half an hour before it started saying, where's my entertainer? So I'm on the phone to her. Sarah's on the phone to Alex going, where are you? And he's like, I'm outside the front door. And she's like, I'm standing out the front door of the venue. I can't see you. No, I'm going to leave. Then Alex was like, I'm going to leave because she's not here. No, Alex, don't leave. She's there. She's looking for you. And this happened more than once.
Yeah, this is normal behavior, is it?
I don't know what sort of person. Luckily, I was able to get another entertainer there, but I don't know the type of person that you would be to let a child down on their birthday.
I've always remembered, and I've said this to people before in the past about, and it made me reevaluate these types of things. But you don't take anything in life more seriously than somebody missing a gig, and nothing worse than missing a kid's gig. Like, because I remember, like, that kid is going to be, if they know about it, they're going to be excited, for months and maybe even a whole year building up to their birthday, getting all their friends there, telling everyone there's going to be a magician, blah, 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 blah. And then to be let down like that is unforgivable. Unless they're playing it genuinely, that is horrific injury or crash.
You could ruin a kid's life, mate. You really could. Like, it's terrible. Like, I can't think of anything worse. A lot of parents will save up all year to give their kid the best birthday party ever.
Yeah, dude, Thomas, we paid £700 for Thomas to have the Ninja Turtles at his birthday party. And that's, nearly $750 for somebody to come in a costume dressed up like a turtle, just so I could see the look on his face. And I'm not, I know the price of a bottle of milk. Do you know what I mean? Every pound that I earn, I fucking earn it. and so but I know, like, from the parents' point of view and the kids' point of view, like, that's about as close to real magic as this earth gets for me. You know, seeing my kids really thinking that Donatello and Raphael and Michelangelo and Leo turned up, and if a magician did that and didn't turn up at my kid's birthday, I'd be looking for blood. I really would.
Yep. Yeah, it's
Luckily, his dad's the world's best living fucking magician who's shit at performing. So,
yeah, I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. The thing Ryan said to me that it's not really too big of an issue for him because he's got a full-time job. So this was when he gigs, it's just like bonus money for him. But for somebody who's making a living doing this, and maybe is new into performing full-time and has thrown themselves into it, and every little penny counts, that's just bullshit.
it's what a bad first experience. However, you can learn from it. You know, like, I'm sure that that you know, next time someone offers him a gig, he doesn't even have to, like, you know, if people know about this, he can say, yeah, yo, but you gotta pay me up front. Also, the one thing I don't like that I remember that I think you said in that conversation is that, like, Alex's attitude is it's the bookers. The bookers gotta you're owed by the booker. I remember, like, having an argument with someone years ago. I won't name names or anything. They were friends, but they borrowed like £100 off me, and then they borrowed off someone else, and then when I said, "Yo, you know, I like on principle, just pay me back," because I could see them spend it on random shit. They said, "Oh well, I borrowed that money back off so and so they owe you. Can you chase them?" I was like, absolutely fucking not. You stupid cunt. Like, you owe me, not them. I did it. I give you the money.
Yep.
And I was like, it'll be on my doorstep by 6:00, and it was. And but like that attitude of, like, if Ryan did it for Alex, regardless of who's waiting on the money, like, Alex owes Ryan black and white.
Yep, absolutely. Well, the thing is,
that's contractual even between those two, even if there wasn't any paper signed.
Alex was trying to do that because he'd already been paid when they were having that argument. He'd already had the money in the bank account and probably had spent it. That's the point. When he was saying to Alex, but he was saying to Ryan, I'm chasing this, I'm chasing it. He'd already been paid 2 weeks before, and he knew he'd been paid, and he acknowledged that he'd been paid, and he was just giving the guy a runaround. And then told Ryan, gaslighted him and said, stop harassing me. I'm really trying not to blow up here because this is the sort of thing that fucking pisses me off. This is the sort of thing that really gives this industry a bad name. This is the sort of thing that, like, I fucking hate this. I hate this so fucking much. If you can't manage your money, if you can't be a fucking professional, if you can't actually go out and, do a gig and just don't fucking be a magician, you fucking dickhead. It pisses me off. Really does.
It's just, I can't wrap my head around it. And I think, yeah, it's just, why has he paid him?
No, he's not.
Alex, man, if you're listening to this, I'm sure you're going to be listening to this. Don't know you. Got no horse in this race whatsoever. Regardless of whether the booker has paid you or not, I believe they have. Just pay Ryan the money you owe him. There's no more to it. If you need to be put out for a week, if you have to eat rice for a week, just pay him. If you've got to sell something, your TV, whatever, sell the TV, pay him. If you need to sell some magic tricks, pay him. Like, you owe someone money, you need to pay that money. You don't do anything, you don't rest until that's paid. That's my opinion. That's what you should do. Say sorry as well instead of making threats. I think that's why like, it seems like, obviously you're so riled up, and it'd be why I'd be so riled up, and there's probably so many people commenting that are riled up, is that doing something wrong is one thing, but being caught out and then just trying to threaten people or get abusive because they've been caught is another, you know? Anytime I've made a fuck up in my life, I've said this a million times on the podcast, my attitude to everything is shine the light. Tell the truth, warts and all, and deal with the consequences of that. Instead of, like, when I fuck up, I'd say, I'm sorry, I've fucked up. I did X, Y, Z. What can I do to make it up to you? Not, hey, you fucking cunt, you caught me fucking up. I'm going to batter you now. Wait till I see you. I'm going to batter you because I fucked up. It's horrible. Really horrible way to live. And also, like, how, like, you know, it's nice. I walk around my world with a clear conscience. Completely clear conscience. I have no monkeys on my back. Because I feel I try and do the right thing every day. I don't always do the right thing. I make mistakes. I'm human. But I try my best to. And if I fuck something up, I try and right that wrong. Just because, I mean, I've got kids. So a big thing for me was a big reason why, like, I left Illusionists and stuff. Like, I couldn't raise a kid and not have integrity. Because my kid would grow up and his role model would be a man without integrity. So I try to do everything, whether it stings or not, as a sign of integrity to show him what it's like to be a proper. I don't mean man as in like as in a male misogynistic way, but I mean like to show him what it's like to be a man. You know, you do the right thing, no matter if it's hurtful or painful or not. And I think even like if Alex is listening to this, just to be able to walk around anywhere with a clear conscience is liberating, it's life changing, and to be a man with integrity, just pay your dues, pay the man that you owe, pay Ryan Chard, say sorry. And honestly, like, I think that, like, no matter how bad this situation is for him, he could probably start to rebuild his magic in you know, I'm sure his industry outside of magic is and people don't know apart from the booker, but I'm sure he's got, you know, a decent reputation outside of magic. But within the industry, he can start to somewhat heal it. If you know, you said there was other people he's fucked over, like yourself, you know, just come back on your sword and say, I'm sorry. It's hard to say the first time, you know, and hopefully you only have to say it once.
Well, when all this kicked off, I went on his socials because I unfriended him when I kicked him out of the company. And but his Facebook page allows people to look at anything. And I was looking at the latest post. The latest post that he put up, or one of the latest posts, was a video rant about Harry Merlin Piper and how he's ripping off Hans Klock's act and how he doesn't deserve to have any success.
What?
I don't know. Like, why would you attack one of probably the most talented young magicians in the world? In the world. This is me coming as a dad of a young magician. Harry pisses over Ryland from a great height.
But the more interesting is, and I spoke about this in a video yesterday, is that, like, there's these gatekeepers in magic, and they try and you know, they have their own code of ethics, and if you don't abide by their exact code of ethics, then you're not a magician in their eyes. You know, if you buy too much magic, or if you don't perfect your palming, or if whatever it is, and in their eyes, you're not a magician.
Talked about the Ben Earl thing where he said you're not a real magician if you buy magic.
Yeah, well, I wasn't referring to that, but I was on about this other thing that I'd seen. Well, there's a few things that had happened, like when I first went to a magic club when I was 16, and a couple of things that have been happening lately. But regardless, yeah, I suppose, yeah, like, you know, you're in my eyes. I basically then said, look, my opinion is this: you're a magician if you adhere to 3 rules. A, you've given someone the experience of magic. Oh, actually, that's the most important one. If you've given someone the experience of magic. B, if you love magic, right? You're not just doing it to earn money. Like, some people do it just to earn.
Yep.
And then the other point was that if you are always trying to empower or lift your fellow magician up, that's it. You are I mean, you've gone off on rants because you're passionate about magic and you see people doing bad things for magic. So in those cases, you've brought them to justice in a sense. But I can't fathom, and in my eyes, you know, you're not part of this community if at every instance you're not trying to raise your fellow magician up. And more so, like, regardless of talent, like you said, why is he attacking one of the most talented young magicians in the world? the simple question is, why is he attacking a magician who's
Yeah.
just doing his thing?
Yep.
And like, what did he say? Because his act was similar to Hans Klopp.
Well, it's just jealousy.
Well, that's the strange thing. Like, I don't know this guy. I don't know if he does close-up magic or illusions or mentalism or whatever it is. But if he like, I'm pretty, unless he's created every single thing he's done and all of his routines are 100% unique and authentic and completely original. Like, people in glass houses shouldn't really go throwing stones unless you want people to start picking apart. Maybe that's the other thing, right? It's like, say something which you know is bullshit, which you know is horrendous, which you know is inherently wrong, because it'll get clicks, and then it'll build your profile, the worst way possible. But is this all just a calculated scheme? Be the bad guy. I want to say, like, you're the bad boy of magic, but you're not the bad guy of magic. Maybe that's what he's going for, like being the bad guy of magic. Like, just do horrendous shit, do immoral things, and because a lot of people do fall up in their careers.
Yeah.
There's no denying that. So maybe, because I always try and find the rationale behind some of these crazy stories that I hear that people do, and you think, how could a human, how could another human do that to someone? And then you find something out and go, oh yeah, but that kind of makes sense now. I know a story about one employee stealing a lot of money from their boss in the magic world, and I was like, that's absolutely fucking mental. And then when I heard their reasoning for it, I was like, fuck, I would have done it too. So sometimes you can there's a rationale behind some of these crazy things, but I can't see it this time. So I don't, I'm sure I'm going to be getting threats now and everything that comes with it, but I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't. Here's the thing, though. I try to help as many people as possible, and sometimes it's difficult. Like, Sarah, when I was ringing up and I was like speaking to the agency, and I was like ringing up Ryan, I was ringing up Alex. She's like, Craig, what the fuck are you doing? Right. Well,
you have enough going on. You can.
Yeah. I'm trying to help, and she's like, it's not your fight. I'm like, no, I know it's not my fight, but if I don't try and help, like, who's going to? Like, if there's this guy here that doesn't know what to do, hasn't been in the industry long enough, doesn't know how to get to the bottom of this, he's been screwed over. If I can help, why shouldn't I help? But as well as me, it can cause problems sometimes, and it kind of makes me,
you stick your nose into someone else's argument, and suddenly you have to bear the brunt of you end up bearing the entire brunt of the person that you're standing up for. But it's about doing the right thing.
Yeah,
I think it is. That's what I'm very similar to you. That's why our double act works so well.
Yeah,
I cannot stand for injustices in the world. It makes me ill.
Well, that's the same thing, but then you have to deal with the repercussions sometimes, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Look, Alex is right. Not Alex, sorry. Lloyd's right. Alex, if we're listening to this, just pay the guy, and actually just try and start rebuilding. Take it from somebody who had a terrible reputation in this community at one point, and left the community for a long time and came back and had to build bridges and had to mend fences and had to do all of that stuff. It's possible. The community is very forgiving. It's possible, but you have to put the work in. You can't just do the stuff that you're doing. And, it's not Ryan's fault. You caused this. You double booked yourself or something. You chose to put somebody else in that gig without telling the agent. You got paid. You didn't tell Ryan. And then after that, you lied about it and told him that he's harassing you and verbally attacked him. The Blackpool Magic Convention don't stop giving people tickets. They don't stop people from coming to the convention for no reason. That rarely happens. You got to be a special type of fucking stupid in order to have the Blackpool Magic Convention say, no, we don't want you there. Because they'll have anyone. They want as many people there as possible. So the fact that you aren't welcome at the BMC should tell you everything that you need to know about this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, I mean, well done to like it's horrible to see any. I feel bad. Like as much as I don't give a fuck and I fear no man, I feel bad that like he's going to be ostracized from the best convention in the world. Like this is the insane megazord.
Yeah, I know you don't know, but
Mardi
so
Gras,
it's a guy that went on Facebook. They said, Alex, about 7 or 8 years ago, when I wasn't in the community, and yet I saw this happen, went on Facebook and told somebody that he was having an argument with that he was going to bring a gun to Blackpool and blow their heads off.
Ah, right.
This is not a, oh, this has happened in the last year. This is a pattern behavior that's gone on for quite a long time.
Yeah, it's just it's unhinged. It's unhinged. So whatever happens next, it will not be. I assume it won't be. I'm sorry. It'll be unhinged. You will get a car through your front door or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, there you go. That's the big news that's happening in the UK scene of the magic community right now. You know, there's always something kicking off. But Lloyd, next Wednesday, when this podcast goes up, it's going to be the fucking.
We shall be in Blackpool, baby.
We're going to be in Blackpool, and Alex Lodge won't be.
You might be. You might be there.
Be.
Look,
Well,
kind of
he
dark
just-
corner.
He just won't
What does
be
he
in the
look
winter
like?
garden.
What does he look like? I don't want to know. I'd rather a surprise. I like the surprise. Hello.
Yeah.
I think I lost.
Imagine a pink watermelon with a wig on. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Are you there?
Sorry, I lost a bit of signal there.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. How's that?
I'm back.
Hello. Hello. $1 million. Right. Okay. Yeah.
So remember, it's a heavy rainstorm right now.
Of course you are. It's fucking Wales. It's Wales.
It's
Yeah, it's God's way of making sure that all the sheep are lubed up.
brilliant. I just got that. That's amazing. I need to use that. Fucking hell. It's God's loop sheep. Fantastic. Okay, so there's that. We got any products coming. Well, I don't know about you. I put it on APB and I did say it a few times, but about the new tricks for Blackpool video. So my video will probably be going up. I want to say Friday. So that's when I'm covering like all the new Blackpool releases. Are you doing something like that? And secondly, do you know of any new releases in general that are coming out before Blackpool?
So my interview with the dealers, I do interviews with the dealers. They're starting as of before this Tuesday, so today. So as of yesterday, when people listen to this podcast, the interviews are going up. And the first one is with Mark Mason. You know, he's always...
Dude, does he have some amazing stuff coming out this year?
He always has some amazing stuff, yeah. He's got some incredible stuff. He's got a really nice way of doing Sharpie through card. But there's no flap. There's no flap or anything to it. It's really clever. Yeah, he demoed it for me on the thing. You have them pick a card, you show it front and back. They can feel the card. There's nothing there. You put the Sharpie through. It's not a gimmick Sharpie. It's a gimmick card. Put the Sharpie through. You can show it both sides. It's not a double backer. There's no flap going down. Show it both sides. You then take it out, and there's no hole. You can then turn it face up and do it again in a different position. It looks incredible.
That's what she said. Sorry.
That's what. Yeah, it's killer.
That sounds like real fucking magic. Is it? Is it good?
It's not real magic, but when he showed it me, I was like, "Damn! How did you do that?" I actually said on the interview, "Well, Peter Nardi, who brings out the actual Sharpie through card at the moment, I'm just going to ring him up and tell him not to fucking bother because no one's going to touch those. Like this is the goat. This is amazing."
Okay, I gotta go get one of these. Got to go get me one.
It's really, really, really good. He's also got a new trick by your friend and my friend Alex Latoya. You know Alex?
Sorry. Yeah.
Alex Latoya, sorry, I always get his name wrong. Alex Latore.
He is a he's a sneaky genius, that guy.
He is. Well, he's got this new slow motion. It's really good. It's a slow motion sandwich routine. So he takes a deck of cards. He takes 2 jokers out. He puts them face up, just underneath the top card and just above the bottom card. And then he spreads the deck face up and he says, just name a card, any card, genuinely any card. No moves. There's no sleight of hand in this. So he doesn't say name a card. He says, look at a card. Have you got one? And they go, yeah. And he turns it over and he shows the jokers where they're meant to be. And he goes, right, name a card. So they name the card. And when they name the card, and it can be any one of the 52 cards, by the way, he doesn't even have to spread the deck out. He can just put the joker at the top or the bottom, and he can just literally say, name any card. They can even think of a card and not say it out loud. But they will name a card, or they will think of a card, or they will do something. But there's no restriction on the card. It's not like right, think of any one of these 26 cards, or, okay, you've thought of a number card. Let's get rid of the numbers. Now we've got the picture cards, or, I'm going to run my fingers down here like this, say stop. Well, that was a range of about 5, 6, 7, 8. Nothing of that. They can literally name any card, and with no moves, he spreads through the deck, and the jokers have gone from the top and the bottom, and they are in the middle of the deck, and there's one card in between them, and the card that they've named is the card that's in between the 2 jokers.
Wow.
Yeah.
WT fuck.
Yeah. It's killer.
What the fuck?
Killer.
That sounds insane. Really quickly before I forget, Hocus Pocus closing down.
Didn't we discuss this last week?
I've seen something somewhere. It may have been a Magicians Only post, ironically. Someone saying that they shut their website down immediately and everyone's lost their downloads. And they're starting up a fishing supply business.
What?
Apparently they were using their warehouse to sell fishing supplies, like sort of part of their warehouse, and now that's what they've gone into full time. But they've closed their site down and everyone's lost their downloads.
Shit, that's bad.
Keep talking. Kaylee's bringing my merch box.
Get the merch box. Fuck. That's not good. Fishing supplies. That's kind of weird, but okay.
So that's the question, Craig. I have my merch box from the Slightco. Do I open it on the podcast, or do I do a dedicated video?
I think, God, you can see it's raining. Look at that box.
Oh my God, it's hammering down. Look at the rain all over this. That's just from the bottom of the garden.
I don't want to deprive the Lloyd Barnes subscribers from another unboxing video. I mean, you're getting quite good at those now. So, God forbid, what will your subscribers do if you don't open up?
I really want to unbox it, but then I also don't want to do a disservice to Alan at the. Let me just read this. Oh, look how nice. Oh! Sorry, this.
What the fuck have I not got one of these for? This is bullshit.
Alan, if you're listening to this, man, hook a brother up.
Alan, if you're listening to this, fuck you, motherfucker. I was the one that promoted your podcast on this shit, not him, not Tangerine fucking bobblehead, not fucking sheep shacking God lubed up the sheep's arse so he could stick his cock in it, Barnes. No, not him, me. And yet, who does the merch go to? Fucking moustache like a 13-year prepubescent boy. Fuck's sake.
I've never felt so erect. Stick dirty to it again. Hi, Lloyd. Thank you so much for agreeing to receive one of our merch packs. It means a great deal to us. Fuck Craig Petty. Our aim is to build something more tailored for young magicians in the future, filled with magic essentials.
We got 2 fucking young magicians in my family that have got more fucking views on Facebook and fucking Instagram than anybody. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Craig, are you a young magician, though?
No, but
Am I younger than you?
I have them in my house.
Rest my case, my good sir. This pack is very much part of that journey. We're excited to share it with you. Where we can, we love to support our local makers, so you'll find a few Northern Irish touches inside. Habanero Steve kindly labeled a bottle of his hot sauce especially for us. Just a word of warning, it's seriously spicy. Well, that means I'm fucked because I think milk is spicy. And, of course, no Northern Irish box would be complete without our most popular export after Guinness, Tato proudly made at Tato Castle. Made at Tato Castle. That's what I'm guessing that yellow pack of crisps is. Tato's. We genuinely love to hear your thoughts whenever you have a moment. Thank you again for your kindness and willingness to be part of what we're building. I'm only stumbling because it's cut off on the edge there. Part of what we're building. Thanks again, Alan, The Slightco.co.uk. And by the way, their branding, which I'm really passionate about, like good magic branding, because I think magic, it's so important that magic like feels and looks good. You know, it's not just about getting
little white boxes.
His branding is sick. Look at that little thing. Whoa, look there. Well, I shouldn't have shown that little discount.
I didn't even see what it was.
Some cunt's going to use that discount code. Well, I hope someone used the discount code. At least it's sending money through. Wow, I am very honored. Thank you, Alan. Man, I got to kind of look. Oh, there's so much potatoes. That's sick, that is. Cheese and onion flavor. Yes, I'm going to have a fight with Thomas over who's going to eat those. Ah, me. Oh, what? Oh, there's stuff in a bag. Oh, there's loads of cool stuff in here. Look at this hat, Craig. I'm going to put a hat on. Fuck it.
Are you serious? It's
I don't know. It depends how long my hair is.
Bobblehead. That's all you ever wear.
Fuck. Oh, mate, this looks so cool. It's got a playing card reveal on it. It says, The Slightco, black on black. And then look at that. It's got a new era style sticker. And it says the card you thought of. And it's got 5 of hearts. It says, is this your card? This is actually clown. I'm put it on right now. And there's extra stickers I can put on other hats too. Fuck yeah. All right, here we go. Oh man.
Good.
Do I tuck my hair behind my ears or not? Oh no, I look so much like a mullet if I do that. What are these locks, baby?
Well, I mean, you're getting more and more like a 90s boy band member by the day.
Don't say the one from Boyzone that's dead. Whatever his name is. Dude, this stuff is so cool. Thanks, Alan.
Yeah, thanks, Alan.
Yeah, thanks. It makes me feel more privileged that Craig hasn't got a set either, you know? Look at that. I look cooler than a polar bear's toenails, man.
Look good. You do look good.
Although I have a weird ear. Look at that little elf ear sticking out. What the fuck's that about?
Well, the hair makes it worse.
I know. What am I going to do about this hair, Craig? Help me decide what to do with the hair.
It depends if you are actually starting a boy band or not.
I don't know. I'm too old to start a boy band. I'd have to start a man band. Just me, man trapped in a boy's body band. Oh, this hair doesn't suit the hat. I'll tell you that.
You look good, man. You look good. It's a great hat.
Yeah, but you know, I feel bad, Craig, because like anything other than seeing your own face is good. And I mean that with respect.
That's funny.
Oh man, I love my fucking Slightco hat.
I love your Slightco hat. I would love a Slightco hat, but don't worry about it. I'm fine. I don't need one.
Can I just say as well, I think Fred's YouTube channel is the best YouTube channel out there at the minute. I've said it before. You said it, how good it is. You know the one, the underperforming.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. Is that the same guy? No,
it's not the same guy. But I just want to.
Yeah, his YouTube channel. Yeah, the guy, the underperforming magician. He's great. He's
so consistent as well, which is the best thing because consistency is king. It's why you know part of the reason why you're such a fucking amazing YouTuber. But every time I watch a video, but he's referenced me a few times in the video, so I feel like I can't comment telling him how much I love the channel because I feel like he might think I'm only saying it because he references me and it massages my ego. But I would actually, I'm a proper fanboy. Like if he said Lloyd Barnes is a piece of shit, I would still be his #1 fan. But I still can't comment now.
And he's building up, like he's got almost 800 subscribers now, which is great.
Already?
Almost 800 subscribers already. I mean, talk about coming out, and all of his videos get over 1,000 views.
Shit, that means he's getting over 100% of his viewership. So more people than are watching than subscribing, which is so hard to do. Like if you look at your channel, on average, you get about 1,000 views a video.
Depending on the video, between 1,000 and 2,000.
Yeah. So what's that like as a percentage of what are you on? 30?
I don't know, like 10%, I think.
about 10%, which is normal. I think I get less than that. Maybe I got a good video. I don't know. Mine ranges, but I think I get less than 10% on my channel. I don't know. So what he's doing is incredible. And what's interesting is he's not teaching tricks. He's not showing tricks necessarily. He's not reviewing products, which you'd imagine is what like most people in this industry are looking for when it comes to a YouTube channel. He's just captivating people with his passion for magic, and he's speaking on topics that are not necessarily spoken about too often. I just think he's brilliant. Really, really good.
He's really, really good. If people here haven't followed him, please do so because he's great.
Yes, yeah, and on that point, what's the channel name? One more time.
The Underperforming Magician. I've got it here in front of me. It's the Underperforming Hobbyist.
That's it.
The Underperforming Hobbyist. So just go on YouTube, type in the Underperforming Hobbyist. The last video went up 1 day ago. People don't remember tricks. They remember you, which is very true. Considering he's only just started, he's very, very smart.
Oh man, I'm looking at his channel. It's so good, so good. He did put a clip up in his last video, I think, of like performing at a wedding. Was it? Or it was the final reveal. But I'd love to see him do. And I think has he posted some of the videos? I would love to watch him do like a 30-minute set. Maybe that's a challenge that we posed to Fred. Is could you please post a 30-minute set or 20-minute set even?
Yeah.
What you would do? Because what's interesting is that he's coming at it purely from a impact first approach, like because he doesn't have to do table hopping, hasn't got to worry about selling a new product or marketing a new product. Do you know what I mean? He's just going out there doing magic that he feels gets the best connection, and I would love to see, like he talks about the ladybug trick that he performs, and then he did a one ahead thing with a peak, and I would love to just see that all unfold in action. So that's how maybe that's a little
challenge. That's the challenge. And then break it down and talk about what you thought was good and what you thought was not so good and so on and so forth.
Yeah. And then try to prove each time from the messaged me that she wanted to grab something and I give her the wrong thing. She had to walk out in the rain twice to get it. And
You're a terrible husband. You're a terrible, terrible husband.
I'm just going to send her a quick photo of a special gimmick. It's my knob. All right, so back to Blackpool, baby.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, so Mark Mason's bringing it. He's bringing it. I'm telling you, trick of the convention is going to be Trick Trick Boom.
Doesn't surprise me, but I don't even know what it is.
I'll tell you. There's two tricks. Well, they're bringing out 3 tricks. One's an Eric Stevens trick, which is very good. However, the 2 tricks that they're bringing out that I think are going to be Trick at the convention. Get this.
Are you allowed to say it?
Probably not. However, I've just had a video that I've filmed with them where they explain exactly what it is, and that's going up on Thursday. So if I'm not allowed to say, everyone's going to find out on Thursday anyway. So we may as well talk about it now. So there's 2 things that really excite me that they're bringing out. Have you ever seen the Paul Zenon lighter gag? It's a gag Paul Zenon did back in the day where he'd say to somebody...
Kaylee's here. Kaylee, name a playing card.
5 of spades.
Change either the number or the suit. It's up to you.
Oops.
Oh, fuck. You'd said 5 of hearts, it would have been so much better. Never mind. Damn it. Because it's on my hat.
Your hat.
Sick, isn't it?
Yeah, lush.
What do you want? This one? Or that one?
Just hold on. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to
Elephant Factory.
Yeah.
the Elephant Factory.
How many more elephants do you want?
Is that all of them?
What do you mean? Yeah.
All
Don't say the secret. And there's something here as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean,
And there.
boxes that haven't been done.
All right, okay. Fill your boots, mate. Okay.
You've literally got an elephant factory in your house.
Yeah,
We actually have.
yeah.
Ridiculous.
And by factory, I mean my wife.
It's so fucking funny. Right, where was I? Yes. So Trick Trick Boom, the Paul Zen and lighter guy. You'll have seen him.
Is he where he puts it in? Is he where he gets it? He puts it in a clear bag filled with lighters, and he fucks
Yeah,
off. Hilarious.
So Roddy and Noel have come up with a way of doing that in a little sandwich bag that fits in your pocket, but with costume jewelry. So you bring out this, you have this in your pocket, and you go, can someone give me a ring?
I think I already. Oh fucking hell!
Somebody
Just
give me a
that
ring.
concept alone is brilliant.
Yeah. So somebody, can you give me a ring? And they take it, and he just reaches into his pocket, takes out a little bag, and he goes, thank you. But the gimmick is built into the bag so that you see the ring drop in. They see it going amongst all the other bags. But then when you bring it up and shake it, it's already in finger palm.
Son of a bitch.
It looks incredible.
Amazing.
It's the funniest gag ever, but it's the cleanest vanish ever either. It's not
Is it a visual vanish, or is it like a
visual vanish? It's not
in there. You hold on.
It's an implied vanish. It's not really even vanished. It's like the gag is, thank you very much. I'll add that to my collection. See you later. And you just put it away, and they see it go in. They see it go in the bag. They've seen you put the bag away. And that's the first thing that they're selling, just that. And you get straight into finger palm. But the other thing that they're selling is a ring to impossible location. So the second part of this is that you can reach into your pocket, and you have to see this. It's a little Amazon parcel that fits on your palm, but it's covered in Amazon stickers and everything. It looks like an Amazon parcel, and it's got re-stickable tape, so the spectator has to take the tape off, and then they open it up like a proper Amazon parcel, and inside is like bubble wrap, little sheets of bubble wrap, and you have to take that out, and then inside there is the ring.
No.
They've built a Sing Sing ring box into this little Amazon box that looks like it's cardboard, but it's really fucking robust. So the effect is, if you buy the two things, lend me your ring, ha 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 ha, gag. You'd have to be dead inside to not get a laugh out of that. Put that away and go, oh, you don't look very happy. Don't worry, I've got this little parcel. I got an Amazon delivery this morning. Do you want to take it? And now they can take it. They can open it themselves. They can remove all the packing material and take all the bubble wrap out, and inside is their ring.
Oh, fucking hell.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me. I don't know how those guys do it, but like they seem to be able to strike this sort of chord of toy magpie effect where like it just looks visually like the MacBook, like the MacBook Pro thing. Like they have this ability to create like magic that's really fucking powerful, like proper working magic that brings that like taps into that like toy, familiar, uncanny valley type feel, and at the same time just be brilliantly well thought out as well. Do you know what I mean? Oh my god, yeah! Like everything about that is just phenomenal.
Yep,
I haven't even seen it, but just
however good you're imagining it in your head, it's better.
Wow. I want one. I'm gonna buy one.
It's incredible. It's incredible. It's fucking incredible. I don't see many people touching that. However, I mean, I've seen so many things because I've been doing so many interviews. Magic Box, the boys from Newcastle, they have teamed up with Thomas More Creative, and they're bringing out a electronic remote controlled dippy duck.
What?
So you get this packing case. It's this case. It's like this wooden crate, and it's got like stickers on it. Wild animal, keep out, wild animal. And you've got a remote control with 4 buttons. And one of the buttons, you press it, and it makes this fucking this packing crate like rattle. So you bring it out and you put it on stage. I've got wild animal in there. That's for the end of the show. And anytime you want to, you can make it like shake, like it's trying to get out. And when you get to the point that you've had them pick a card, you go, okay, wild animal time. You bring out you take off the crate, and inside is the duck. And it's a dippy duck. It's got the little thing at the front. It's a dippy duck, but it's remote controlled. So you can get him to bob his head just by pressing the button on control, make him go part way down, all the way down. So you can put the cards inside the thing, and you can be all the way over, and you can press a button and out, and it grabs the card. But there's also another button that's chaos mode. And if you press chaos mode, the duck goes fucking nuts and just starts grabbing cards and throwing them all over the place.
Yes.
So you can say that at the beginning before he finds the card. And the other thing is, it's got a really powerful speaker built into it, and it's recordable. So you can have one piece of audio. So you can have, I fucking hate ducks or whatever. And when you press the fourth button, the duck will say whatever it is that you've recorded into the thing. And then when you finish the routine, you put the packing crate back on, you clip it. That's how you travel with it. There's a handle at the top, and you put it away in your car.
Whoa. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I like the chaos mode and the fact that you can have it record a voice on it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what would be the best thing that it could say?
I don't know.
You're going to Epstein Island. You're going to Karmalovich Island.
That's funny.
That's the name of one of my WhatsApp groups.
Karmalovich Island. I had the weirdest thing. So somebody texted me.
Go to see a doctor.
No,
It's a general ward.
somebody
And it's
texted
that on top of your t-shirt.
Somebody texted me, which happens quite a lot, and she said, "Hey, I'm looking for a magician for our wedding in October. Can you help?" And I was like, "Yep, this is the price. This is my show reel. This is what I do. Blah 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 blah."
So you're like, not you.
Oh, she sent a message back saying, "You look amazing." I asked a couple of other questions. I went back and forth with her, told her what the booking info was. And then she said, "Okay, I'll confirm with my partner when he's home and get back to you." And I was like, "No problem. If your partner has any questions about anything, let me know." The next thing I know, 3 hours later, she sends me a text message going, "Sorry, that was my partner." Oh, sorry, no. Have you? She said, she literally out the blue, she sent me a message going, "Why do you think they have released the Epstein files now, in your opinion?" I sent her a message back saying, "Have you sent this to the right person? I thought we were talking about magic at a wedding, not the Epstein files." And she went, "Sorry, that was my partner. When you said any other questions, he took it literally. He's a joker." And I went,
Love that. Dude, you're doing that wedding.
well, this is, as I said back, I said, "Tell him I think that they've released the Epstein files now because the pressure's being put on the government by the Democrats. But neither of you worry because as far as I'm aware, I'm not in the files at all." And then she came back and went, "I fucking love you. Please book us in now." And I got the booking. But like, sometimes it's you have to get on people's wavelength. And I know I've gone completely off.
I do this all the time. Like when I have like phone calls and like tech support and stuff. Anything else we can help you with? Yeah, can you make cups of tea, please? Or when someone goes for a wee, like, "Oh, can you have a wee for me as well? I'm desperate to go." Like, wait,
Yeah.
what?
And you're an entertainer at the end of the day. You're supposed to be entertaining. If you come across as dry, the amount of magicians I've spoken to, and I've rung them up because I'm trying to get them to cover a gig, and they're
all business.
they're like, "Hello," or they're like, really, it's like either going to speak to an accountant or somebody who's just woken up. Like, I don't understand. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing? Craig here. How can I help you?" Like, it's simple fucking sales 101. Don't get it.
Yeah, but there's a reason like why you are so successful and others are not. But here's an interesting that video I put up yesterday. And the video I put up yesterday about the magician test, right?
I haven't watched it yet. I was at the Circle last night, so I haven't watched it yet.
It didn't do very well in terms of the viewership, but the passionate responses, I've never had anything like it. I had people messaging me privately, being like, "Oh, this video spoke to me. I needed to hear this today. Thank you." And people sharing stories, and one of them was, if you're a magician that won't perform unless they're paid. Like basically saying that, they're the worst types of magicians from the comments. I'm paraphrasing, but have you ever come across magicians that will only perform when they're getting something from it?
Yes, all the time. I spoke to somebody. I've had this conversation many times at conventions when I've said, "Oh, what's your everyday carry? What's your EDC?" And they go, "I don't have an EDC. I only perform if I'm being paid to perform. Why would I carry stuff around with me?"
Jump off a fucking cliff with that attitude.
I agree.
Do you know who's brilliant? Obviously, it goes without saying, but it's Joshua J. And one of the things that he does is, or he was doing, he had this show like 6 Impossible Things. After the show, he would just go out to the people that came and just keep doing tricks.
Yep.
Right, which is not an unusual thing to do. It's like quite a standard thing. I'm just using that as the shining example. I'm using that to like drive the point. And I don't know what his ethos is, but I'm assuming that it's like if you're a magician, you're always a magician. You know, it's always magic. And my thinking is the same. It's like you should always be prepared and willing to perform magic. And if and especially like if you've got the attitude of not unless I'm being paid, like, well then you're just a cunt.
Yeah.
The difference between like if someone's like, you know, like, if someone people constantly asking you 24/7, right? Like if every time you see your friends they constantly say do 10 tricks, like I could kind of get on board with that rationale. But if it's like, you know, kids at a party are, you know, excited, or family members that haven't seen you for years and they're like, oh, you're doing magic now, you do some magic, not unless I'm being paid. Or you know what I mean? Like, just fuck off, mate. Just don't do magic. Become a teacher. Become anything else.
Yep.
Become a tradesman where you only work when you're getting paid. That makes sense. But a magician, being a magician extends beyond your career, I think.
And you know what I hate? I hate it on this similar sort of subject when you see people that are looking down on amateurs and hobbyists. I've seen professional magicians that will turn around and go, well, they're just an amateur. They're just a hobbyist. They're not a professional magician. I've seen that all the time. Motherfucker, some of the best magicians in the world are amateurs and hobbyists. Some of the best magicians in the world. Look at John Bannon, for example. Look at John Gustafaro, who, by the way, his third book is coming out soon. I'm very fucking excited. But look at
Larry Jennings is a hobbyist.
Yeah.
Larry fucking Jennings.
Exactly. How you can look down. And also the other thing, amateurs and hobbyists are the fucking lifeblood of this industry because they're the ones that spend the money and that buy the tricks and that keep it. Blackpool would not be the size it is if it wasn't for amateurs and hobbyists. Blackpool would be probably non-existent.
I see. I think the word, like, in one sense, like looking at it from this point of view now, it should just be eradicated.
Yep.
It should just be eradicated. Either you're a magician because you perform magic, or you create the experience of magic for people, or you're not.
Yep.
Right. And there are some people who only do it to make money, and maybe they should not be classified as a magician because they're just somebody who's doing a job, and it's not. But for me, it's like you don't have to eat, sleep, and breathe magic, but if you are a magician, you should be willing and excited to share that. Not all the time because that can be obnoxious, but you should be open and willing to do magic. Right? It's like part of it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just think like there's no. I just think it's either you're a magician and you can have a normal job as well and other things. Like you can be a polymath or just a normal person. Like everybody has different bows to this, different strings to their bow, whatever the fucking phrase is. But I just think like it's what's the word called when by definition you start to like segregate people, you know? But it should just be like, are you a magician? Yes.
Well, yeah, exactly. My attitude is you are a magician the day you show an interest in magic.
Yeah.
If you've gone on to Penguin Magic and you've bought yourself your first magic trick because you go, that looks cool, you're a magician. If you go onto a YouTube video and you spend 40 minutes watching a tutorial on how to do whatever fucking trick, and then you sit there and practice it and you're invested in it, you are a magician. Like, I don't understand why people are so protective. Like, the magic circle have like lightened up a little bit, but there's always that kind of attitude of, no, you can't expose magic to people. You can't tell people how tricks are done. We have to keep these secrets guarded from lay people so that they don't understand. No, because that's how magic's a hobby, and it's the best fucking hobby in the world. And we shouldn't be pushing people away. We should make it easy for them to want to learn how to do this shit if they want to. You know, I'll never forget a very old business partner of mine, a guy called Ethan, who was actually my ex-business partner's dad, Russell Leeds, his dad. A nice guy, really nice guy. But I remember when he first got into magic, he was like in magic for like 6 months, 8 months, maybe a bit longer. And I'd gone around his house and I sat in his front room and I was grabbing a cup of coffee and his wife came in. And I pulled out a thumb tip and I said, hey, let me tell you this thing with this thumb tip that I've got. And he's like, shut up, get out. And he told his wife to get out. And his whole concept was he didn't want his wife knowing how any of the magic was done. He didn't want her to be aware of any sort of sleight of hand. And I disagree with that. I'm like, I share everything with Sarah. Like, I think that's, why not? Do you know what I mean? Do you disagree with that? Do you agree with that? Or
Of not letting them in through the door, like someone like his.
yeah, like pushing your wife out the way, like not sharing.
No, I don't disagree with it at all. Because depending on the person, they may really value that experience of wonder, of having nothing that they can hang any theories on whatsoever. So the moment you give them a speck of dust, that could then turn into a snowball, and then that can kind of unravel the entire mystery. And I know some people are like, even like Penn and Teller, like, it's just a fucking trick, you idiots. There's no such thing as magic. I'm on board with that at the same time because I can hold two different viewpoints at once. But some people, I've had people who've said like I haven't come forward to show them the secret, but they've said they've seen a magic trick and said, "Oh my god, I fucking love that. Please never spoil that for me. Don't tell me how that works. I never want to know the secret." Or I've seen people as well. My mum used to be one of them. Like when The Masked Magician used to come on TV, she'd leave the room. I would be obsessively watching it over and over and over and over. And she'd watch other magic shows with me, but she did not want to know how it was done because she loved that feeling. So yeah, totally. If his wife was a fan of the experience of magic, which are basically like the best people in the world, then if for example Kaylee, she loves both sides of the coin. She loves experiencing magic, and she's just outside of magic enough that she can feel it on a regular basis when she sees good magic. But also, she's got a crafter's brain, and she's really inquisitive generally about like life. She's a learner, so she's equally as blown away by the method. So for someone like Kaylee, she can have both. But for some people like my mum, it would genuinely ruin the experience. So if Kaylee was like my mum and she only wanted to experience magic and someone started to show her behind the scenes, like pull back the curtains, then I would be doing the same thing. I'd be like, "Oh, no, stop. You're going to fucking ruin it for her." And she loves the feeling, It's like, sometimes when you watch a favorite like childhood movie and then someone tells you something about one of the like these days about one of the fucking main actors, and you're like, "Oh, I wish I didn't know that. That spoiled the movie for me. Like, I didn't know they were a nonce." You know what I mean? It's like, sometimes like it's not about living in ignorance, but yeah. What do you think then?
I mean, in my situation, she was actually into magic. She wanted to know how it worked, and
she was into it.
Yeah, she was into magic. So yeah, she was interested, and he just didn't want her to know at all. But
well, I think actually that's bad, right? Because like we all know it, right? A lot of us use our wives as our springboards, as our blank canvases, as our test subjects in a way, and often, like, if something doesn't fool Kaylee, then I'm pretty confident it won't fool a magician. But nowadays, if I really fool Kaylee, I'm fairly confident that it will fool. Not that I only create to fool magicians, but like say I'm creating a trick that I want to show at a convention,
yeah,
or I want to show to my magic friends, right? I fucking don't socialize anymore. Then if it really hammers
making elephants,
yeah, exactly. If it hammers Kaylee, then I know, great, that's a good litmus test to show that I've got a decent chance of it hammering about half the people I show that are magicians, because she knows enough now. She knows sort of telegraphing and moves and slight principles and concepts and things. So if I was him, I would have let her through the door, and then be like, instead of be like, "I don't want you to know," even though you want to, use it to become better. You use it to become a better creator, a better performer, and someone who can give you critique, who enjoys it. Fucking best ally you could have. Don't you think?
So what? Yeah. So what would you do? Let me ask you a question. What would you do about these gatekeepers in magic, though? What would you do about these people that are, like, you're not really a magician because of these people that make you feel like you're not really a magician, that are within the magic community? How could you stop that?
I'm trying to think, like, I haven't put too much stock into it because I just ignore them. And I kind of think, what would you do in any situation in life? Say you were on a football team. I don't play football. I don't fucking like it. But if you were on a football team and there were 3 players on the squad that were like, well, you haven't learned to do this kicky move thing, or you're not wearing the Nike trainer, so you're not a proper footballer. Like, how would you treat them? You just find your own people and just wave and smile and say hello. Let them keep being that little toxic cloud of energy, and keep fucking leaving beams of light wherever you want to. That's what I think. What about you? Would you take a more Craig Petty approach and be like, you know what? Never put all a shame.
Name and shame the motherfuckers. I think it needs calling out. The circle is not really clicky anymore, but
I didn't find it that clicky when I was there the other day.
no, but it used to be. It used to be very fucking clicky, and I don't find it as clicky as I did. There are places there's certain places in Blackpool Magic Convention where you can't go and sit on that table because it's this group of people. But yeah, I think it should be called out.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah?
I got a comment yesterday that said on my video from Tight Stops, says, I think Lloyd is just mad that he has been permanently banned in capital letters from the Magic Castle, a very prestigious place in the community for the best of the best magicians in the world. I myself am still happy to be accepted to the Magic Castle, and I'm there several times a month.
Right. Okay. Have you been banned, Lloyd, from the Magic
No
Castle?
idea. I hope so. It'd make a fucking great story. I would have no idea why I'd be banned.
That's the weirdest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Also, that makes him sound like a proper little cunt.
It does, doesn't it?
You've been banned, but I'm still allowed to go. You're banned, but I'm allowed in because I'm brilliant. Like, mate, you sound like a fucking piece of shit.
Well, it's that sort of attitude that's like, oh, you're not a real magician unless you're in the Magic Castle. Oh,
It's the Magic Castle. It's
real
amazing, and you can't come in.
motherfucker.
Those are the fucking cunts that I'm referring to. The toxic piles of shit in humanity in general.
Motherfucker, do you know who you're talking to? You're talking to Lloyd fucking Barnes. He may be a fucking dumbass motherfucker that shags sheep every 5 minutes, but outside of that, he's one of the most creative people in this industry. He has gone into multiple different companies and dominated over and over again. And now there's people all around the world that are vanishing elephants because of him. He never fucking has sex with his wife anymore because he's too busy making fucking elephants because everybody wants a piece of his elephants. So I'm telling you right now, you're barking up the wrong tree. Fuck off. There you go.
Also, right, what a shitty thing. If I have been banned, why would he be proud of that? Because as far as I know, regardless of whether I would be deemed a good creator or I've done anything of note in my magic life, I don't think I've wronged anyone. I haven't done anything wrong. I walk around with a clear conscience, unless I'm one of those people that's like caused a 3-car pileup when I've turned a corner and I haven't realized and I've left them in my wake. Why the fuck would I have been banned anyway?
I don't know why anybody would ban
And it's such a shame because I'm there so often, I travel from Wales. I just come back and I said, the castle is a great place. I've been there, many fond memories there. No idea why I was banned though. Please find out why, because it would make for an awesome story, which it would. I wonder why I would be banned.
I just imagine that there's like, when you go into the castle, there's that bookcase and the bookcase opens up. And then you're allowed through. I just imagine that they've got like some sort of Lloyd Barnes detection device. So when you go up to the thing, it goes, Welshman, kick him out. Like this.
You're banned, but I'm allowed in, and I go there regularly.
Well, that is exactly the type of attitude.
You are, yeah, maybe you are the people our parents warned us about, man.
Yeah.
No offense. You are, when like, when, when you think everyone else is a cunt, and sometimes you gotta think, are we the baddies? Think I is that guy.
Yep.
Unless I have done something really wrong, then fucking I deserve it. I'll be honest with you. I deserve to be banned. I don't know why yet, but I probably do.
I want to find out. I'm going to make it my personal mission to find out why you've been banned. Somebody who owns the place? I can't remember. Jeff something or other.
No, yeah.
Find
It'll
out.
probably be for teaching my own ideas, teaching people how to become magicians without paywall.
Because that's the thing, a lot of the gatekeepers will be like, no, you can't give secrets away to people. You can't give secrets away. No, not everybody can be a professional magician unless you hand over a couple of £100 and then you can. It's like the same people that say you can't, give secrets away on YouTube have no problem with somebody going on Penguin Magic that knows nothing about magic and dropping 200 or 300 quid on the new tricks. That's absolutely fine. Why is that acceptable when it's not acceptable for somebody to go on YouTube? So now we're saying it's okay giving away secrets. We just need to adjust the line because now it's purely about money. You can't learn magic. You cannot be involved in the magic community if you have no cash. Is that what we're saying right now?
Yeah, I agree. You can't teach other people secrets. You shouldn't be allowed to without permission. General, which is why I never will.
I'm fairly sure you just took a picture of a tube of glue.
I did. My uncle texted me, where do I get my super glue from? So, replying with a picture of this one.
Third world Welsh problems.
Yeah. But, yeah. I would love to know if I am banned from there.
I would love.
Although, if I was banned from anywhere for anything that I've done, like in general, like something would tell me, make my spidey senses tingle that wouldn't be the type of place that I want to spend my fucking time.
I'm trying to keep away from the castle at the moment.
Okay. Because you live in Birmingham and it's on the other side of the fucking world.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons. Yeah, I'll keep away from that place for now. But no, I'm sure if you walked in, it'd be interesting to know. Oh, we're not going to get you on a plane. We'd never get you on a plane. We can't get you on a plane anywhere.
No.
Okay. So have you seen, right, pivoting, have you seen anything good that's coming up at Blackpool? I've just talked about the Trick Boom stuff, the Mark Mason stuff, fucking electronic remote controlled ducks.
I'll
tell you one more thing. You know Alex Jesson from Matrix Magic? He's got the magic shop called Tricked Magic.
No, I feel bad, but I don't think I do. But I might know him by sight.
Only
I look it up first, so I can be like, yes, I do.
Yeah, so if you look at Matrix, Matricks, they were on Britain's Got Talent at the same time that Ryland was. They're an incredible illusion act. Alex Jesson is a very good friend of mine, and he's awesome.
You know what? I don't think I know this guy. He looks kind of familiar, but if I was to have to make a definitive answer, I would say I don't know him. I'd feel bad about that, but I'm sorry.
He's incredible. He's very, very good. And he has
super professional website though. Looks super successful as a performer as well.
Yeah, he is a very successful performer, but as well as that, he's also got a company called Tricked Magic. If you look at Tricked Magic, which is a great company, and he's got some new releases coming out to the community. Well, he's got a couple of new releases that are coming out to the community. And I helped him with the tutorials and trailers. They're not my tricks; they're his tricks. But he needed somebody to do tutorials and trailers, so I jumped in.
How often have you done this for people?
A lot.
I know, a hell of a fucking lot.
A lot. Yeah, fair bit. But I've also, we'll talk about John Morton in a minute, but he's got this thing coming out called Switchcraft, which is really, really nice. Switchcraft is like this switching envelope, and he's also got coming out something called Sharpie Zag. You remember that whole thing with the crayon that it used to be a cigarette, and it goes into the thing, and you chop it.
Yeah. Very Tenyo style. Maybe even was Tenyo.
He's got one of those made for a Sharpie marker, a real Sharpie marker.
Why has no one done that before? That's amazing.
Isn't that a great idea?
That's a fucking brilliant idea. What's
Really
it going
good.
to do?
Huh?
What does
It
it
goes into this. It goes into what looks like this sort of little illusion style case. He talks about a mini illusion, and it can be any Sharpie. You can borrow the Sharpie, you put it in there, and when it chops into three, you actually see the ink inside and everything. It looks really good.
Wow. I want to. Is there like a link to this? Because that sounds like right up my street. I love like taking like Tenyo style magic and making it seem more organic for the real world.
I'll introduce you to him at Blackpool. He's a really nice guy. He's a really, really nice guy.
I don't know this person. Although if he's do you say like because it looks like he's mainly a performer. Like I don't have a lot of crossover in the performing realm. He's
only had tricked magic for a year. So yeah, he's mainly a performer. So you might not have that crossover with him, but he is very, very good. And he's got this trick out called Switchcraft as well, which is a switching envelope, but it's unlike anything you've seen before because it rips open. So you can literally show it. They can put something in there, and then when they rip it open, it's switched. And I did the tutorial for that. I put 10 routines together with that. It's really good.
Wow. Of course, you put about 10 routines together for it.
I also did the tutorial for John Morton's Think. So John Morton has got a trick coming out called Think.
Oh, well, he's a genius.
Yeah, well, he's got this thing coming out. It's a electronic less, so no electronics, color match built into Sharpie markers. So you've got like 5 different colored Sharpie markers, and you can do more than just color match, actually. There's a ton of stuff that you can do. But again, I went and did all the live performances and all the tutorials and all of the created all of the routines and did the trailer and everything for him, so that he can launch that, because he's not got the capacity to do it. He's just too busy, and he doesn't really edit or do that.
It's also really hard to put together an asset pack of tutorial videos, performances, and everything that comes with that. People don't realize, they see these magic products come out and some people just assume they just appear or that it's actually quite easy to do. But if you've never done it before, if you're first or second foray into it, it's one of those things that like you think it's a lot easier than it is until you have a go, and then you go, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Like it's really difficult.
Yeah, well, me and Nemid went out and got everything for him, and he's got everything now. So he's just put the trailer up, which is great, and then put the trailer together for him. So yeah, so John Morton's releases are covered, and Alex Stesson's releases are covered. So I've helped them out with those. But John Morton's got a book coming out as well called The Real Imposter. I wrote the foreword for that book. That's a really good book. It's got some.
Wow.
It's his magic and also essays on his thoughts on magic, and he's got some incredible stuff for workers. There's an essay on how to do wedding fairs, where if you are a professional magician and you want to know how to absolutely dominate the wedding industry, it should be required purchase just for that.
No. Fucking hell, I would love to read that. He is a genius. Wow. Do you know what? Speaking of books, I think I can talk about this because I'm pretty sure he posted it on his... Let me just double check that he did post it on his social media. But there's a book coming out for Blackpool, which is a bit... Oh yeah, let me click on his profile, which is a bit I don't know if it's like I'd say different, but very, very fucking good. Did he? Oh yeah, okay, he totally has. So, about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I got a FaceTime call, and I actually recorded it. Oh yeah, and here's the link too. And it was Jack Rhodes, and he was like, "Help." I said, "What do you mean?" You're like, "Well, I know you've just ordered a load of books." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "What do you do with them?" And I was like, "Well, these are my books. I've actually just, on this call," that's why I was a bit distracted, I've just ordered another 1,000 of them because we've sold out. He's like, how do you store them? And I said, "Well, they just come in these boxes about about the size of 2 sofa cushions stacked up because they're quite thin, you know? They're like, you've seen it, they're not, they're A5, they're thin. So I said they just go in the kitchen, really, to be, you know, showbiz about it. They just go there. And then he turns his camera and is like, this is what just got delivered. And he had no forewarning of what it was. Pans his camera around. Out in his garden is his baby's pram cot carrier, literally outdoors. Inside his studio where he films, his garage, are 2 pallets that weigh half a ton of books. And it's literally like each one is like this up to here tall, like this wide by this wide. Because Jack has written, I think it's a 300-page hardback, big magic book. And so he ordered 500 of them, but they're literally like 10 times the physical size and weight of mine. And he was like, what, I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know what to do. He's like, and I've made them for Blackpool. He's like, how do I get 2 pallets weighing half a ton to Blackpool? And I was like, so then we spent like an hour just having a chat about logistics.
Has he figured it out?
Well, I was like, one of the things he's done was he's put up you want to see this book, by the way. It's fucking incredible. It's in 2 parts, right? The first part is magic on video, talking about his creative process, the tricks that he does on his YouTube channel, which he used to build up to like 250,000 in just a few. For those who don't know Jack Rhodes, right? He came second on BGT, Britain's Got Talent. He was a nuclear engineer, quit his job to go full-time on YouTube. Almost overnight, got like 250,000 subscribers from doing these insanely creative magic videos that didn't just speak to lay people, but also the magic industry at the same time. So he has like this really broad range. He has a really, really hilarious style of British comedy. But he's also like a bit of a tech genius at the same time, but not like as in tech, as in does only phone magic, as in like he knows how to make videos work for him and do clever tricks that incorporate like forced perspectives and all different things, as well as editing and actually. Anyway, he's a fucking phenomenal performer in general. Like he's a close up and stage comedy performer. So he quit his job as a nuclear engineer to go full-time do magic. Within a few months, he'd fucking come second, and I think he should have won on Britain's Got Talent. And normally I agree when they don't win, but actually he was even in the newspapers. Like, how the fuck didn't he win? Because it was like somebody it was like a singer or something, an established singer with a huge like media agency behind it or something, and won it or something like that. But whatever. He's just a superstar. But also magicians love him because he's a genius. Like, he understands magic and the industry. So anyway, he's written this book. The first half is magic on camera, and he talks about scripting, attention to detail, directing, lighting, TV magic, loads of that in there. The second half of this book is magic on stage, where he talks about I really like part 2, on the other hand, is about magic on stage. Truthfully, this half is the reason I wrote the book. I've spent the past years obsessively working on my debut live show, constantly tweaking, rewriting, and owning each routine. If you didn't know, he just started a live tour that's going around the UK, but like a proper big magic tour, not a like self-funded thing. This is like off the back of being famous on TV. He's doing this magic tour, and I said to him on the call, I was like, because he's given away a lot in this book, like. For me, it's a bit too close to the bone, because right now he's very like hot property, and a lot of what he's doing is he's trailblazing, and I don't think he should really be teaching as much of these secrets as he is, because a lot of people are going to quickly try and use those. He's doing a lot of things that are so clever and so far advanced that people are 10 years behind him, and he's kind of tipping all this in the book. So anyway, but he was like, no, that's kind of what I wanted to do. It comes with 5 hours of video content. Like he's got like a rough cut show, so a 90-minute show uncut, where it's just him testing new material. It's got like the practice. It's just fucking insane. Anyway, right, this is 300 pages, hardback, huge. incredible. It's Jack Rhodes. So if you know him already, you know that he's got like this insane nuclear engineer turned magician. Attention to detail through the roof. Quality through the fucking roof. Ingenuity through the roof. I was like, what are you going to sell it for? Like, 'cause I'm going to have to save, like 150, 200. For Blackpool, 50 quid.
What?
I said that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. So he's made a one of the good things he's done, it's sort of
Ridiculous.
one of the things he's done is he's made a pre-order link, which is jackrhodes.net/book. jackrhodes.net/book, and you can get it for 50 quid. Hardback, right? So they cost a lot on their own, like the actual cost of goods on it, plus the content of the book and the quality of it and the size of it. Really, it's up to Jack. It goes up to 70 quid after Blackpool, I think, but I don't think he's gonna have any left after Blackpool. To be honest, he probably shouldn't have any left before Blackpool. But I think it's the biggest. I mean, biggest bargain.
Jack's doing his full show at Blackpool, isn't he?
Yes, he is twice. His full show from the tour at Blackpool. Exactly. He's one of the fucking gala type, not gala. What's it called? Like the main jewels in the crown of Blackpool this year. It's his tour.
And he's lecturing as well, isn't he?
I think so. Yeah, Yeah, like Jack is like one of the kings of Blackpool this year, and his book is £50.
That's ridiculous.
But I think people need to help him and pre-order it on the website so he doesn't and I mean this like as a genuine thing, like so if he can sell 500 on his site before Blackpool, then he's not going to have to hire because I think
he's bringing it down. Yeah.
Well, the solution is now he's going to have to spend money hiring a van for a week to get them down there. And a van, you know how much a van for a week costs? Like, legitimately, like, and then he's going to have to somehow get that pallet up onto the van. 2 pallets. So if you feel like helping a magician, legitimately, steal of the century, get his book, 50 quid.
Coulda boom, coulda bing. That's great.
Yeah, but I do think...
What's that website again?
jackrhodes.net, Rhodes with a H, so jackrhodes.net/book. Of all the... I was like, of all the no-brainers in magic, this is up there at the top of them, especially for Blackpool.
I'm just looking at it now. Yeah, there it is. 300 pages. Fucking hell.
Look at the quality of it, man. It's called, and this is the clever thing about it again, it's called Jack Rhodes' Unclear Guide to Magic, but it's the U and the N from nuclear swapped around. Because he left his job as a nuclear engineer.
That's cool.
It's just everything about it.
Oh my God.
In it.
That looks amazing.
There's a picture of him in his garage on top, like when it's on top of the books. Look, but that's nothing compared to what the video is like, where he's just like, you can see this panic is in his eyes, like, I don't know what the fuck to do.
This is amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing, and it's dumb. I said the only thing with that price is that like it makes it feel like it's not because it's the book is phenomenal, but like it's so cheap that like you're gonna get some people thinking that it's like why is it 50? Is there a reason that it's so cheap?
Yeah, like that's ridiculous.
I know.
You know,
honestly,
if Andy Gladwin is listening to this episode of the podcast, he's going to go around Jack Rhodes' house and slap him around the face with a cucumber. Like,
yeah,
you know.
He's going to say, Josh, bend over and slap him in the face with that cucumber. 150 quid wouldn't be too expensive for that book. I said to him, like, 150 quid.
And another advantage of buying his book is if you buy it, you're not supporting a convicted paedophile.
What a segue. Yeah, that money is not being spent on Ted Karmalovich's books. Very, very good point. On about Blackpool, I was going to say, on about Blackpool and paedophiles, me and you are the... The only way we fuck kids is by teaching them our bad habits as crap magicians. Yeah, baby.
Well, I'll tell you something. I was very open about this. I'm going to be on the Penguin booth a lot of the time, and I turned around to Penguin. I was like, I'm happy to be on the booth, but not if the Konvalovich book is there. Please don't bring that book, and they're not. So that's good. Oh, you've gone dead.
If you would, I'll be very open about this, and then nothing.
Oh, didn't anything come through?
I literally, it was a clean cut as well. Like, I'll be very open about this, and then my internet died.
I'll be very open about this. No, I'm on the Penguin booth most of the time. I'm going to be going back and forth, but I'm going to be on the Penguin booth a lot. And I said to Penguin, I love being on the Penguin booth. I love hanging out with Eric Tate. We make a good team.
I'm out of.
And well, yeah. But I said, I'm not going to be on there if the Kamilovich book is there. Don't bring it.
Good for you.
I said, if that book is on that stand, I'm not on the stand.
Good.
So,
what do they say?
Yeah, they won't bring it.
They're like, bye, Craig.
Yeah, there's me in the corner of the room. I want to be Penguin. Nah, they're good people. Penguin are good people. They're good people. Really
good for you good for you for taking a stand, though.
They're good people.
So there's no book on the stand, right?
No. I'll tell you what they have got. I mean, they've got a bunch of their new stuff, but the big thing that they've got coming out, and you probably know it because I know this is a very good friend of yours. In fact, I've been texting him because tomorrow I'm doing an interview with him. They've got a new trick by Tobias Dostal. They are bringing out Headache by Tobias Dostal. You know the one with the blood?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one.
It drips down. I mean.
So basically, I mean, there's a lot of different ways of doing it. It's typical Tobias. He's definitely in his goo phase at the moment.
Don't spoil anything. Don't telegraph the move.
I'm not gonna. Just trust me, it's fucking incredible. It's a Penguin exclusive, and they're going to be launching it at the Blackpool Magic Convention. So if you want the latest Tobias Dostal trick, then you got to go and check out Headache. It'll be on the booth. We're also going to have a bunch of other stuff.
I got to say as well, a massive thank you to you again for your ever never-ending kindness and generosity, and this time aimed towards me. I called Craig and I was like, Craig, you're the king of Blackpool. You are the uncrowned king of Blackpool. You are one of the people that can get shit done and knows the people who knows the people. Whose cock do you have to suck to get me a table, to get me a dealer stand? And that was about 2 weeks ago. And as we know, it's the busiest Blackpool for dealers in history. There's more dealers than ever before. And up until this point in time, you've been unsuccessful, but goddamn it, you've tried. So instead, yesterday, because I said, look, Craig, I've gone independent. I don't really like having a dealer's table at Blackpool. When I had one for my lecture, I closed it after 45 minutes to an hour on the Thursday. On the Friday, I'm fucked off. But I said, I've got to pay bills, you know, I got to take this seriously. The reason I closed it was, by the way, is because everyone wanted to come up and have a laugh with me. And I was like, listen, guys, we could do this in the Rutskin, but please help my brother out. So anyway, so I said to you, I kept nagging you, you know, any news. And in the end, you said, do you know what, man? Just share my table with me.
Yeah, we're turning the Magic TV booth into the Magic podcast booth. And we're going to have Lloyd there with his elephants and Doc Sparrow and all of the really fucking cool stuff that he does. And I'm going to be on and off the Magic TV booth. I will be there, but I'm going to be stationed mainly at Penguin like last year. You're not going to have Ryland there this year either because he's mainly going to be on Tricked Magic. He has been kidnapped by Alex Jessen. So, you know, it's not hard to kidnap Ryland.
I said that or Alex Lodge, the way that guy's saying.
So Rye's going to be demoing all of the Trick Magic stuff. But my booth is going to be, I mean, talk about the blind leading the fucking blind. It's going to be Thomas Maloney and Thea.
And Lloyd Barnes.
And Kaylee. It's going to
I don't think Kaylee's come in. Because it's the half turn.
Not the first time you've said that, is it?
Not even today. I joke. I meant this week. The Magic Podcast, motherfuckers. Enjoy it or shut the fuck up. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask for help off Well, I've got all the boys come in. So there's like Jake, Keen, Darren Close, Harry, James Keatley, Tyler, the cowboy, sister.
I'm a magician.
Oh, he sent us an audio question, I think.
Oh, we'll play that in a sec. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
you're going to have someone on the booth. I will be there back and forth, but I'm not planning on. I'm running my booth a little bit different, and we'll talk about this next week. But my stuff, I'm planning on doing it a little bit different. On your advice, I'm going to have the most insane bundle deals ever. Like, ridiculous. I'm going to have the most insane bundle deals. Like, if you've ever wanted a little bit of Craig Petty, I guarantee you this is a deal that you won't be able to say no to. And we'll have Thomas and we'll have Thea there, and I'll be jumping on and off, answering all of your questions. But I guarantee you that it's going to be the best deal in Blackpool.
Okay, I kind of want a spoiler. I kind of don't want a spoiler.
Oh, I'm going to be able to give you access to pretty much everything that I've ever done at a ridiculously cheap price. And I'm going to talk more about it on the podcast next week. So we'll talk more about it next week. And but yeah, I'm gonna have bundles, basically the most ridiculous bundles that you'll ever see. So yeah.
Fuck, dude. That's kind of like, I think that's such a good idea for you, because it's the paradox of choice often with you have so much good material on the market. And the one thing I've noticed recently is how many people are commenting about that. It's been like I don't know what stirred it, but it seems to be everywhere I look at the minute. There's people talking about how they've got something from you, and especially people who have gotten into magic through you. That I'm seeing, I don't know if your videos are hitting the algorithm more or something like that, but it just seems to be more than ever the last few weeks I've noticed it. Anyway, but the issue is, it's the paradox of choice. If I could be like, you know what, Craig, here's like a couple £100, just give me everything. That would be the easiest decision in the world for me, for someone who's so prolific like you. That might be the best thing you've ever done for Blackpool.
Yeah, I think so.
Depending on what the stuff is, I mean. But
yeah, well, it's going to be incredible. It really is. And you're going to get, I will talk about it more next week, but you're going to have, I guarantee it's the best bundles, and you're also going to get free access to the Netrix through it as well. So
what the fuck?
Yep.
Holy shit.
And not just for a week, not just for a month, for quite a while. So it's going to be, it's going to be good.
Okay, yeah. You may be having... God damn. I'm doing a best products for Blackpool video, but like, I don't know how. I think the only way I can do it fairly is by just doing it alphabetically, because like I look at Jack Rhodes's book, fucking phenomenal. I look at what you're offering, unbeatable value for money, I'm going to assume. It's going to just have to be like, okay, there are too many good things. Here they are in creator, name, alphabetical order.
Yep. Yep. It's exciting.
What a smart move. What a smart move.
Thanks. Yeah. I think people are going to really dig it. And I'm looking forward to Blackpool. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun. Mark, you know Mark Waddington, my friend Mark Waddington. You know Mark?
Yeah, I love Mark Waddington. He's a fucking legend.
Mark Waddington's great. So him and Ryland are doing, you know, that while Blackpool's on, there's Showzam. Showzam, which is like this thing that's happening in Blackpool celebrating magic. Well, at the Showtime Museum, Mark and Ryland are doing a 2-man show. And it's going to be a show that, now, I don't know if you know this, here's a scoop. You know Russ Brown, who runs House of Secrets? He's got the gig doing Sooty.
Russ Brown has?
Yeah. So,
wow.
Yeah, he's doing Sooty. So he's going on tour with fucking Sooty, because Richard Cardell can't do it for whatever reason, and there's a bunch of other people involved. But basically, Russ Brown is doing Sooty. So there's no shows taking place.
That sounds so wrong, because my mum's nickname is Sooty.
Russ Brown's doing Sooty. So there's not going to be any shows at the House of Secrets. So Ryland and Thea and Mark Waddington are doing a House of Secrets takeover, and they're doing like about, I don't know how many, like 100 shows over March and April and May, covering while Russ Brown's away doing Sooty. And Mark, while we've been on the podcast, has just sent me the promo shot for the show.
Oh my God, that's amazing. God, he's looking good. Wow. That's a great snap.
Yeah.
That's going to be amazing.
Yeah, very different style for Ryland, kind of going for the suit look, not the Kid Magician anymore. So there you go.
Yeah, he's old enough now. He's getting hair on his nugs.
He is. Yeah. Hey, oh, by the way, I got to tell you, Ryland can be. By the way, talking about Ryland's nabs.
No, don't do that. You can get them on Carmolitage Island.
Tell it though. You know, Ryland's been doing illusion shows for a while now.
Yeah.
He can now officially say he's a real illusionist.
Okay.
Because, you know, his sister Thea's in the show as well. But when they do a bigger show, they bring Maddie, Thomas's daughter, in, and she's like the third assistant in the show. So when they do big shows, it's Ryland, Maddie, and Thea. Ryland's now dating Maddie, so you can call yourself a real illusionist when you're boinking your assistant. Not that he is boinking his assistant, but you know, I'm sure he wants to. So you know, he's a real illusionist, is what I'm saying now. And you've gone dead. I can't hear you.
I'm not saying anything. Although it's what a day for it. Today's No, it's not, is it? I thought it was Valentine's Day because my son is going to a Valentine's Day disco in school today, and he gave his little school girlfriend. He's 5. She's 5.
Oh.
She's a little bit older. She's a cougar. He gave her some chocolate buttons and a card and some daffodils that he picked out of the garden today. And they got a little school disco, and so everyone could wear what they want. So we walked to school. This is so funny. So I woke up this morning, right?
Right, what's he going to wear? You got to tell me.
So woke up this morning, and like there's kids walking to school, and they're in they get to wear like joggers and t-shirt instead of their school uniform, and jeans and t-shirt. Some kid was like in like a rugby shirt and black jogging bottoms.
Well, it is Wales.
But yeah, so Thomas is, he's full on slinging dick today in school. Like he's doing his Valentine's Day, so like his little girlfriend Mally, she's wearing like a hoodie and leggings, right? It's got like K-pop Demon Hunters on the back of her hoodie. He's gone to school dressed like a knight in shining armor because he wants to be a knight in shining armor.
Oh, don't hate the player, hate the game.
So he's just straight up, yeah, like fucking balling, son.
That's amazing.
So yeah, he's rocking up with a knight in shining armor. Look at that. No one's safe from this.
What a dude. That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Is he showing, like, he's 5 now. Is he showing any interest in magic? Does he like...
Oh yeah, he loves it. Yeah, he's pretty good too. He's come up with some really clever things as well. The other week he was like, he said, we should make a magic trick, Dad, where we take a bubble and it turns into a glass ball that we can hold. And he was like, I found these rubber bubbles, Dad, and you could blow them and they stick, and we could use that for the method. No, if you think they made it for the way it would work. And I was like, well, there are a few tricks using those. There's like the gravity thing by Dan Haas, and there's also Finn John revolutionized the glass bubbles becoming real. I was like, and he won some pretty prolific awards for that shit. And now the other day he fried me because he has a Pokemon ball, right? And so he was like, he was playing with it, putting his little toy Pokemon, and he's got like Pikachu, Bulbasaur, and all that. And he was like, watch this, Dad. So he had a Pokeball, and he was shaking, but Pikachu was in there. And then he snapped his... he whistles, because he whistles everywhere. He whistles like 24/7. He gets roused for it, but he's 5 and it's hilarious. He's like... Opens it, and Pikachu vanished. And I was like, what the flying fuck? I was like, I didn't swear. I was like, how do you do that? And it turns out, like, if he finagles the back of the Pokeball, there's a piece of plastic on the hinge that can tap like that. So when he shakes it, it sounds like something's inside, like a rattle box. And he's like, oh, Dad, I figured out if I do this, it sounds like something's inside there. So I pretended to put my Pokemon in, and then I didn't see him not put it in there because he was like around the corner from the sofa. It's like then it sounds the same, so I just shook it and made it disappear, Dad. And I was like, oh god, I've created a monster.
Oh,
I created a monster. He's made a rattle box 8x5. He can do false transfers of coins, and he can make Finn John's bubbles from nothing already.
that's so sick.
The bubble idea was last summer.
The amount when he was the amount of people that come up to me and they say, you know what? I'm so jealous of the relationship that you've got with Ryland and Thea because my kids just aren't into magic and they don't want to know. And I see how much fun. The most fun that I have is just hanging around with Ryland and Thea, and we come up with crazy shit that we're just trying to they're just for fun. And it's something that a lot of people haven't got, and you've got that there, and that's amazing. That's sick. That's brilliant,
dude. Yeah, me and Katie talk about you and your kids' lives, and they must have the best life ever because it's so different to any of their friends. They're on the road, they're doing shows, they're going on TV, they are, you know what I mean, and they got you to guide them through it all. Like how much fun! Like when we sat down for dinner with you and Ryland in the session convention, it was just you could just see it. Like you guys were just play fighting. You were like then one minute at each other's throats, like in a in healthy fun way, and then in the next minute you were like jamming on stuff, and the next minute you were talking about idea. It was just like, oh god, if every child and their parent had that relationship, the world would be a better place. You know,
it's imploded though in our house. It's imploded with Ryland and Thea. Because, they did the YMC where you were a judge and they did the stage competition and they won the Young and Strange Comedy Cup.
yeah. Amazing.
So Ryland at the beginning of the year, he sat down with Thea and he's like, right, okay, dear, we need to work out how to win this. This year we're going to win. This year we're not going to get the comedy club. We're going to win. And it was like a scene out of a film. He went, Thea, what do you think we should do? And Thea, she just looked at him and she went, I don't know what you're going to do, but I'm entering my own this year and I'm going to win. And he was like, right, game on, bitch. So now Ryland and Thea are working on their own stage acts, like Magic and Mischief, separated to do this competition. Thea made the decision that Ryland was holding her back, and she needs to enter on her own if she's going to get somewhere in that competition. So that's
I'm all about it.
Yeah, so it's all imploded in my house. So there you go.
Fuck yes. What a little rock star. What a little rock star.
Yeah, she's a cutie. She's a cutie. Have you got the Cowboy Magicians audio? Can you WhatsApp it over to me? I want to hear this shit.
Was it from last week? Let me double check. I might be totally wrong.
Oh, I was expecting some really good Cowboy Magician goodness here. Last time he was moaning about being...
it was from last week. Although, let me tell you this text. You remember you made us custom t-shirts and I said on the podcast, if he doesn't fucking make us some this time, I'm going to fucking... I'm going to make him gag on his dad's cock. Because he's into incest, right? That's what the joke. I'm not just being.
He is.
He's
totally well known in the industry that he. Yeah, it's totally. It's accept him as a friend, so it's not a problem.
It's the only reason we're friends, and because someone's got to be the weird one of the crew,
and ain't the sheep shagger. It's the sister fucker there.
So he said, "I don't think I'll be able to get the t-shirts in time. Then if I can, what size do you and Craig wear?" So I said, "I'm a small. Craig's a double XL, I think." Ha 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 ha. Tyler back said, asking shirt sizes, not the size of your cock.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's the lowbrow humor you come to the Magic Podcast for. You ain't getting any Stuart Lee style highbrow comedy in this bitch. We ain't no James Acasters.
No, you want a podcast where they're really nice to each other. Try Richard Young and Alan Hudson.
The good ones.
Or, try the Slight Co, who have obviously partnered up to do. Yeah, if you listen to the podcast long enough and promote it, maybe you'll get a gift box full of goodness. Like, obviously, you might not.
Craig, name the 5 of hearts.
5 of hearts.
That was on my cap. See? Is this your card? I think it is.
Oh, Jesus fucking wept. Damn.
Right, I want to fuck off now, Craig. I'm getting bored of this.
Yeah. Okay, well, we got things to do. Places to see.
I got a tutorial to post. I posted today a card to actually, I think you would kind of dig this, and probably I think you would take this tutorial that's going up today and change maybe the method or the direction of it. But it is a card to pocket, right? But I was like, okay, what would I fix about the card to pocket? So I thought most of the time the method is exactly what they think it is.
Mhm.
That you somehow at some point secretly palm the card into your pocket.
Which is exactly what happens.
Which is exactly what happens, right? You palm the card in. So if they're burning the hand that the card is going to be put into palm in, they are very likely, if they burn in your hands, to catch it. Like, okay, so let's come up with a no palm card to pocket.
Okay.
I was like, but one of the other sort of things with, and everything in it like leads them down the garden path, so you're really far ahead method wise. But the other thing was like there's never actually, not often, there's nothing new in some, but often it's quite a linear effect. Card jumps to pocket.
Yeah.
Over and over. And it comes down to it being more of a what's it called? Like an exploration of misdirection. Like how well can I make you look? Did you catch? Often it's like, did you see the moment I put the card in my pocket? That's normally the standard line used throughout the routine. I bet you didn't catch when I put it in my pocket. Did you anybody you see the moment it went to my pocket? So well, it's not really it can be magic, but it's not inherently magic. There's nothing that says like, okay, that wasn't potentially misdirection or magic. It's normally, so I was like, I want to add a magic element to it where it's like, oh, okay, that wasn't him just being very fast with his hands. So I've added a kicker to the end. Not a big kicker, not a very creative kicker, but to the point that it makes sure it establishes that it is in fact a piece of magic, not just a piece of misdirection. So that's the tutorial up today. And it's really interesting, but I think you'd probably watch it and then go, I could do that better. And you probably could. But I think
I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. We discuss it on next week's podcast. But that's going up. Congratulations on all the content you're putting up. You're smashing it since leaving Murphy's. Like with
time, baby.
Yeah, you got more time. You put more stuff up. That like the material. You've diversified quite a lot. It's not just tutorials and Fuller episodes now. There's a lot of other stuff going on. It's really good. Really good.
Thanks, man. I mean, what it came down to, like, I just had no time with Murphy's. And I was losing not my passion, but I was just being pulled in too many directions and spread too thin. And when I first started the channel up, I used to do a lot of videos like on different styles. Like if you remember, I used to do like mem deck masterclasses, kind of like what you did. Remember that's how to jazz with the mem deck video and longer form videos and thoughts on just like theories and vlogs. But as I got more busier, I just lost time. I had to just stick to the core things, which were just basically tutorials and a Fuller episode every now and then because I had no time. So now I'm just being able to get back into the original content I wanted to make and I want to try some new things as well. Do you know, I loved your video you put up yesterday, which was the 30 card minute, 30 trick, 30.
Oh yeah. That was the question on the Q&A. I literally just, I had no plan. I just picked up a deck of cards and I just went through it for 30 minutes.
And your thumbnails are phenomenal.
We took what you said on board and we've changed it around.
They are phenomenal. I'm clicking inherently, like without thinking more, because the other thing is so many other people are using AI for their thumbnails now that they're all looking the same. So yours are just standing out naturally, even if the quality is not technically as professional. They stand out because I know they're yours. They're authentic.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you.
Hopefully the numbers reflect it. I pray, because otherwise I look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, like Magic TV's numbers have gone up in every way, which is good.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yes. All right, dude. Well, look, I'm going to bounce, but
right. Okay. Yeah. So, guys, thank you very much for listening. I've got things to do. Lloyd's got sheep to fuck. So we will be back again next Wednesday with the Blackpool special. This is going to go up the day before the fucking convention. So we're going to be talking all things Blackpool next Wednesday. So if you're not there, come along and get a big dollop of FOMO, missing out. If you are going, then you can listen in on what we've got planned. But we'll be back next Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. Wrap it up for me, Lloyd.
And remember, everyone, because this is the hard one to forget. This is the hard one to remind yourself of, that Don't fuck those kids and have a shit week.
Cunts.
We apologize for disrupting your normal daily schedule. You may now relax, tuck your deck back in, and resume your regular day-to-day life. Remember to subscribe to be notified the moment each new episode goes live every Wednesday. And join our Facebook group to continue the conversation. The link is in the description to this podcast. Thank you for listening to The Magic Podcast.